Welcome to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. Well, here on our show today, we've got great guests lined up for you. They've got a wealth of information, so you will definitely want to stay tuned. Natalie Remund with Multi-Business Solutions will be here to talk about the variety of services that they offer and where you can find out more information about them. They've got an upcoming QuickBooks class. You know, it is back to school time, and even for us adults, it's sometimes great to pick up some extra skills or to sharpen those skills that we have. And no better time than the present to tweak your QuickBooks skills before tax time rolls around. Also joining us on the show today will be Dave Pawlowski with Otter Tail Telcom, Park Region Telephone, and they've got a big announcement to share. So stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break.
The comfort and safety of your home is what matters most. Here at Park Region and Otter Tail Telcom, we want to help you have peace of mind wherever you are with Nest Home products. From an alarm system to the learning thermostat to security cameras and even the Nest Protect, your home can be more than just four walls and a roof over your head. Come into our offices to learn more and get a first-hand demonstration of the family of Nest security products. We're here to serve you beyond the connection as your local Nest Pro installers.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm here with Natalie Remund with Multi-Business Solutions. Natalie, glad to have you here.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thanks.
So good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for making the trek. And you know, I bet there are a lot of people thinking Multi-Business Solutions. Well, where are they and what do they do?
Yeah.
So we should tell folks right off the bat.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'd love to. So Multi-Business Solutions is based here out of Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Megan Beckler is the owner of the business. Started it in 2008, so it's been around for 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah, she used to actually teach in Battle Lake and did that for a couple years and was doing kind of adult QuickBooks education on the side.
Sure.
And just really kind of found that was her passion and found some business owners that needed some help with their QuickBooks, and so she decided to go away from the education course of students and go to the adult education and a business, helping with, basically it started with accounting and bookkeeping, and then we've grown and expanded into other HR services and helping businesses with their people.
Well, and I know too, like QuickBooks can be something that people either love it or they hate it.
Yep.
And then, you know, software companies, whether it's QuickBooks or others, make changes and you know, you're not quite sure what you need to do. And there's so many times, like I always say, you need a guy or a gal. You need somebody to call. You need a go-to.
Yep.
And Megan is perfect for that because she just knows this stuff.
Yep.
And I mean, boy, that background in education really helps out with that too.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Yeah, she has, like I said, been doing it for over 11 years and has seen the product, you know, change. And it started out really QuickBooks, you know, just being the desktop software. Sure. And they still have that, but then now there's also the online, and people can do QuickBooks online and really take it anywhere to go, and that's kind of been the focus of QuickBooks marketing efforts and the area they're pushing and developing. So, you know, as things have grown and changed with the product, you know, we've tried to keep up and grow and change with it as well and keep aware of that so people have a place to call, like you say, if they have questions.
Yeah, because there's not really anything much worse than calling a 1-800 help desk line for a big company, you know, like Intuit, and trying to get some answers, and you're like, you know what, I just need to get to this point, and you know, Megan being Minnesota gal, she's gonna understand us a little bit better too. So,
exactly.
Well, you know, in addition to consulting services and her providing training for businesses of all sizes, you guys are doing a class coming up, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Back to school for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. About once a month, we try to host a QuickBooks class in Fergus Falls here. We've done some in other areas too of South Dakota. But we really have found that, again, people just need help with it, kind of understand it better. If they understand the software better, then we're hoping that they can manage their businesses better.
Sure.
And that's really the goal, right, is to understand your finances and understand your cash flow and really be able to manage your business. So, yeah, once a month we offer a class. We switch it about every other month, so it's either a desktop class or an online class.
Sure.
It's a 4-hour class, $95, and you get lunch included
that's
with
a
that,
deal.
and a manual. Yeah, it is. And then the training and follow up afterwards if you have questions, we're available. So our next class is September 12th, and 9 to 1 is the
Perfect.
hours.
So it's just a small chunk of the day, and really, I think what's great too is that with the expertise of the Multi-Business Solutions staff, you can answer a lot of those questions
Yeah.
within the class. Or maybe it's like, okay, you know what, we need to bring Megan on site to work with our, our bookkeeping team,
Right.
or maybe
Right.
just sit with us for a couple hours. And that
Yeah.
service is available too.
Yeah, so we have had some people after the class, they're like, yep, we learned a lot, we thought it was good, but we'd really like you to come and look more specifically at our stuff.
Sure.
And, we just have a few things that we're not sure how to get set up, or, make sure our bank is syncing right, or things like that. So yeah, we can do
Right.
follow-up on-site services as well with somebody if they need.
Fantastic. So if folks want to register for the class, how do they find out information, or where do they learn more about it?
Yeah, so on our website, it's www.multi-business-solutions.com. And there's a link on there for QuickBooks training, and there's a place you can register for the class. So they can actually just go onto the website and sign up, or they can call us if they would like as well, and all of our contact information is on our website.
Fantastic. Of course, we have it listed on our events calendar
Yes,
too.
check out the Chamber events.
Right, at fergusfalls.com, so you can find the link to it there.
Yep.
The other thing too is, as you mentioned, Natalie, the need for, QuickBooks is just a software tool to make sure the numbers are in the right places. And as I visited with, whether it's financial institutions or commercial bankers, a lot of them, they wish the business owners, some of the business owners, had a better idea of where they sat financially.
Right.
They're really good at plumbing, or they're really good at, their construction, or they're really good at marketing, or they're really good at different areas, because that's why you go into business, is that you're really passionate about, painting cars or whatever it is. But then the books, the money side of it, they're not quite sure on.
Right.
And
right.
I think that's where Multi-Business Solutions comes in, with not just QuickBooks training, but learning more about your financials and how they're important. But
Right.
some of the other pieces that make a successful business, like HR, human resources, taking care of employees.
Right.
You guys offer those services too.
Yeah, so when Megan had started the business, like I said, we kind of started with the accounting and bookkeeping, because that's where people usually first recognize their need. Like you say,
Sure.
they've gone into business.
At tax time, usually they recognize the need, and
They
their phone's
recognize it
like,
at tax time.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness, what is going on here?
Yes, exactly. So they've gone into business as like the construction company, or the hairstylist or whatever, and they've been running their business, but then maybe they don't really, comes to tax time, what are we going to do? I've got
Right.
this shoebox of stuff.
Do I
where
do
I
I
go
have
from
the
there?
funds to expand? Am I paying myself enough? All of those different things.
Exactly. So they have come and asked for help with that, which we can provide, and we can provide either just a initial cleanup, get ready for tax time, or we can give you insight, is your software set up correctly, or we can provide ongoing services. If you don't
Sure.
want to do that, or you don't want to pay somebody to do that, we can process your payroll for you, pay your bills, balance your checking account, all that kind of stuff.
Let the experts handle those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, and free you up to do other stuff that you actually
Right.
like with your business. So that's kind of the first area, but then like you say, the other part for a business to be successful is to be able to manage their people.
Right.
So you have to have your money under control and know your financial part of it, but then you also be able to manage your people. And so that's where we've kind of expanded into offering these HR or talent management solutions to small businesses.
Sure.
Because a lot of times that's not their expertise. Again, they went into business for something else, and when they were small, it was easier.
It's
right?
just one person.
It's
Like
one person.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
the electrician. You just do the job, and you send out the bills, and you take the money, and you
Right.
pay your insurance and all those different things, and you move on. And then pretty soon you're so busy that you're booked out for 6 weeks, and you're like, I maybe should add somebody.
Yeah. So then you hire an employee, which as you start out initially, it's probably great, and then hopefully the relationship continues to be good. But communication is always a struggle, right? And just setting up those processes and procedures to help you be successful. And as you add more staff, the more challenging that gets.
Right.
So there's this scaling up book, it's Mastering the Rockefeller Habits, and they talk about the degrees of complexity in there, and they talk about it in regards to communication. And as you add an additional person, like let's say you go from 3 to 4 people, you're really increasing your staff size by only 33%, but you're actually adding like 400% degree of complexity because of the communication. And that's
Sure.
one more point on the communication, that you need to make sure that this person knows what's going on, this person knows what's going on, this person knows what's going on, and it just
Right.
gets more complicated. So what we'd like to help business owners do is just to establish, processes and procedures, first of all.
Right.
Do you have an employee handbook? And it sounds kind of silly, but having that documentation and knowing what people should know what they should do and what the expectations are. Have you done any evaluations with your employees? Have you
Right.
done performance reviews? What's your onboarding process look like? As you continue to add employees and you bring those on, do you have a process to make sure that, they're welcomed into the company, and again, they know what to expect,
Sure.
and they, just are set up for success, I
And
guess.
all of those things are things that, we think of like the trades or, your service business, whatever it is, you do your skill so well. It's this other stuff that you're like, oh, that's so scary. I don't even know. Or,
Right.
maybe as the business grows, you've got 3 employees and, well, I think they're always getting extra time off. Or, you know what I mean? There gets to be some of that chatter amongst employees, and
Yes.
is everyone being treated fairly and
Right.
equally and all those different things. And if you have those policies and procedures set up, it sets you up for success. You've got something to fall back on.
Exactly. No, that is so true. And I think, there's the other thing. We have recently done an HR survey, sent it out to some businesses and just kind of asked them, getting people to participate in, what's kind of your needs as a small business with your people. And we've asked a variety of different questions. And so one of the questions we had asked was, do you have a mission and vision statement? Because what we find is with a lot of small businesses, they don't. And that was kind of what the results showed us. And it's more than just having a piece of paper and something to just say, yep, I've got this and check off,
Sure.
but really set the why for your company and give your employees, the reason. And so anyway, as we had asked this question, we'd also asked for comments from people. And so somebody had said, one of the comments was no, because everybody knows we're supposed to do good quality work. And I just,
How do they know that?
yeah, I mean, maybe
Maybe they don't really know that.
maybe most people do,
Yes.
But to say everybody knows something if you've never really formalized it, I think is kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Because when you say everybody knows, or the other phrase I like is, oh, it's just common sense,
Yeah, I think we learn every day that that's not always out there.
Right, and not everybody has the same level of common sense.
Right.
And so you need to set those expectations. I do think that employees want to meet your expectations
Yes.
most of the time.
Yep.
They really
Absolutely.
do. So if they're not, it's because you haven't really formalized it for them
Mhm.
and told them officially. Maybe you think they should know. Everybody knows, it's just common sense.
Right.
But if you haven't had that conversation and said, Lisa,
Right.
this is what I expect, then I can't be upset if you're not doing it.
Exactly. And so you guys make those types of services or those type of responsibilities, the human resources, the people
Yeah.
part of it, not only understandable, but understandable why it's important, and you make it so that businesses can achieve it.
Right.
They can actually do it, where it's
Right.
not just, you know what, I'm just going to ignore, like I just think of taxes sometimes. A lot of times businesses are like, things are good and great, until tax time, they're like, ugh. The same kind of thing can happen with HR, where you can just push it aside and just keep doing your business. And when business is strong, you don't think about those things.
Right.
But they can
right.
come back and get you.
Right. And the cost of turnover is so high.
Right. And it's the market's so competitive for
It
employees
is.
too.
It
That you want to
is.
retain people and not have them leave
Exactly.
because of something they maybe didn't understand, or
Mhm.
maybe as an employer we weren't clear about.
Right. Exactly.
So you guys provide
Exactly.
those services too.
Yeah, so we really just like to help, businesses set them up, and, we're not there to take over their employees
Sure.
or, become, take their job by any means. Like, we don't want an owner or business owner to feel threatened ever.
Right.
We're just want to provide help and services and just help to set them up, formalize some of those processes that they don't have, help them to understand why some of these things are important, get some of that stuff in place, and then really, just set them up for success so they can take it and run.
Sure. And the HR survey that you have, is that available still? Can people still take that? And then
Yeah.
following that, what happens after? Or, what's going to happen next?
Yeah. So it is still available till next Friday, the 6th of September. It will be available, and it's on our Facebook page. And so you just find the video, and then there's a link to the survey there. And it's a 10-question survey, take about 5 minutes to take, so it's very painless, very easy. It's
Sure.
anonymous, so we don't know who filled it out.
Right.
And really what we're offering then is if somebody takes that they can send us an email to our business address, office@multibusinesssolutions.com, and then we will contact them, and if they're interested, we're willing to do a survey for their employees for free.
Sure.
To establish some of their HR metrics, like what is your employee satisfaction? People, again, think that they know how their employees
Right.
feel and how happy they are, but we're willing to, hey, it's really easy. Just send us your employees' email addresses. We send it out again through, SurveyMonkey,
Perfect.
and their employees complete it anonymously, and then we can put some metrics together and say, well, this is kind of what you're looking at for, satisfaction, and it measures a variety of different areas for employees, and
Fantastic.
yeah, just gives them some data.
More
to go
tools,
off
more
of.
tools to be
Exactly.
successful. And you
Exactly.
mentioned too, they can find the link and a video on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty active. Like I kind of notice all those little giveaways that are going on. So tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
what people can find if they go to the Multi-Business Solutions social media.
Yeah, so we're on LinkedIn, and then we're also on Facebook, and Facebook is probably where we're more active, and we try to really put out content that we think is going to be helpful for businesses, but also fun. And like you say, we try to do some fun giveaways.
Yeah.
Right now we have one going on for Callie's Coffee, and it's $10 gift card, and you just have to like our page and then share it or tag a friend, and we register you for the drawing.
Cool.
That also goes until next week. And we've done other ones before for, other businesses and Fergus Bucks and different things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would just love it if people would like our Facebook page. And if there's certain content people are looking for, feel free to tell
Sure.
us. But we try to post like some training information about QuickBooks and, how to manage your cash flow stuff on there. And then we try to put some HR, articles that we find interesting or things that we've written, and, maybe some fun quotes, and just to keep it interesting. So yeah.
Good. Great resource for people too to really get to know the team, because you've got a great team
Yes, we do.
that has been built through Multi-Business Solutions too. So.
Yeah. So obviously the office is here in Fergus, but then a lot of us work remotely. And
Sure.
so I'm actually in South Dakota, and then we have somebody else in Stillwater, Minnesota, some other employee here in Fergus too. But we try to, again, just stay connected as a team as well through, online webinars and things like that. We do a monthly staff meeting and a lot of webcam stuff. And
Cool.
yeah.
Well, we
That's
bring
good.
technology makes things happen, doesn't
It does, it does. We were just talking about the importance of that, weren't we?
Definitely. So Natalie, anything else that folks should know about Multi-Business Solutions?
Yeah, I think, just that sometimes people, feel like they're afraid to ask or call because they don't want to admit maybe that they have a problem.
They don't know everything.
Yeah, that they don't know everything.
Right.
Sometimes our ego gets in the way of that. I just want people to know that, again, we are, I think, very down-to-earth people, and
Absolutely.
we just want to help businesses succeed. I had read a quote from Dave Ramsey, King of Finance, right? And to give him a little plug here, he was talking about small businesses, and really just talking about like 54% of the GDP in the U.S. is from small businesses. And 60% of the jobs that are posted and hired for are from small businesses. So, I think it just enforces that small businesses really fuel our economy.
Definitely.
And the people that, are the entrepreneurs and they're out there starting these businesses, just hats off to them.
Absolutely. Big challenge
Yeah.
to do that. And you guys offer some tools that'll help them be successful for years to come.
Yeah, and so that's our goal. So we just want to, be able to help them, whether it's, again, with their finance, any other business consulting, their HR, their people. And if there's something that, you're just wondering, hey, did you do this, or could you help with this? Yeah, give us a call.
Sounds good.
So,
Well, fantastic.
yeah.
Well, so glad to have you on the show
Thanks,
today.
Lisa.
And
It's
we
great.
look forward to educating even more people through all the training opportunities you guys have available. So,
Excellent. Thanks, Lisa.
you bet. We'll be
Okay.
back after a little break.
Thanks.
No matter how you connect, Park Region Telephone and Otter Tail Telcom delivers fast, reliable internet and secure, powerful Wi-Fi throughout your home for intense gaming, easy sharing, and buffer-free streaming on every device all at once. With local experts ready to help. Connect to faster internet. Connect to smart Wi-Fi. Connect to now. Call or click Park Region Telephone and Otter Tail Telcom to upgrade today.
Well, welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm joined by our facilitator, the reason why we do this show, Dave Pawlowski with Otter Tail Telcom, Park Region Telephone. Thank you again for this opportunity to get to showcase our members and share their stories, and just to have this local TV channel. So many people are very surprised that Fergus Falls has our own TV channel.
That's right.
And we do live sports too. So boy, back to school time and fall sports is in full swing. Happens already.
Yeah, and before we get started, I want to say one thing
Yeah.
about how much fun we had as a team at the Outer Space Open.
Oh,
It
good.
was a great time. The
Good.
Chamber did a wonderful job of putting that thing together, as did the staff out of Pebble Lake.
They did.
And
Thank you.
and we really look forward to it next year. It's a wonderful way to spend the day. There's so many nice people. Every hole you go to, there's people there to greet you, play a little fun game. I mean, just really wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for that.
You're
And
welcome.
that's kind of our wrap-up event for the summer. And again, when it comes to sports and things like that, we have some good golfers, and so we want to congratulate Newman Signs for being our champion this year. And they came in first place. I know last year was one of the first years they played in, and they said, "Ooh, we can build a better team." So
Yeah.
it takes a whole lot of, it takes the village, it takes the community to come together and put on an event like that. Because as staff, we're very small. We have 4 staff folks, and we take a lot of volunteers, and the whole community comes together. So we're glad you guys had fun with that.
The only downside was I don't think 100 feet of string would have helped us. So
We thought about what price do we put on a full skein of
Yeah,
yarn.
there you go. But anyway, it was a lot of fun, and thank you.
Good. Well, I'm glad you guys had fun, and like I said, we've got we got all kinds of different things. The community's constantly changing. Our business community is constantly changing, and as a local provider of phone, internet, and streaming TV service, all those
Soon
different
to be
things.
streaming.
Soon to be streaming. You guys change the offerings that you have too, and you've got an important announcement to make that
Well,
folks are going to hear.
it's-
They're going to see in their mailboxes.
Mailboxes as early as today, and it couldn't be more timely because, as you know, back to school time is technology time.
Right.
And a lot of kids will be on computers doing research and homework, and we recently learned that, but really how many people work from home and how important it is having a secure connection. And of course, to help when things go bad.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's truly important to have that secure and reliable connection.
So we're rolling out a new service, and we call it Tech Home. And for our existing internet subscribers, it's free. We're going to do
Wow.
this for free.
Woo woo!
And this is the letter that they've all received in their mailbox as early as today. And just to really highlight the service, we're going to provide security like a malware, antivirus protection for free for one computer and one smart device at home, like a tablet or a phone.
Okay.
And also provide anti-theft protection for that tablet or phone, 50 gig of backup, secured, encrypted data,
Wow.
and then a convenient password manager. So if you're like me, I have spreadsheet. I actually have 2, a work spreadsheet and a personal spreadsheet with
Passwords.
and they're all unique, and they're all different, and they're long like they're supposed to be, and impossible to remember. And so,
Yes.
yeah. So anyway, of course, there are add-ons on top of that for extra, all the way down to advanced repair services.
Sure.
But people will learn more about that when we actually roll it out. And our webpage is being updated so people can, who are not subscribed, could subscribe to it online if they'd like, or they can simply call and talk to a local customer service representative.
And and those are some of the things that technology changes so fast. A lot of times we're thinking about, what are the download speeds? Am I connected? Do I have service? That type of stuff. But again, like you mentioned, a lot of it is the security aspect.
It's really an important thing. I've been hacked a couple times in my life, and it's no fun putting it all back together again.
Nope.
And so, yeah. So we do what we can, and the product that we're using, and it says right here in the letter, Secure IT, it actually has a higher malware detection rate than Norton or McAfee, and those are
Wow.
two names that most people would recognize.
Yeah.
But it's a good product.
That's fantastic. Well, what a great thing that you're doing for your current customers and folks. Now it's time to sign up for it too. So
All they have to do
Services
is sign up,
available.
and it's free, and that software will be pushed out to their machines. And
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. So watch for that letter in your mailbox. And of course, in addition to that, we've touched a little bit on streaming. That's how a lot of people are receiving, well, entertainment or things like that. Tell us where you guys are at with that.
this is another very large project.
Massive.
My background on the technical side is actually video processing and building, head ends and all that kind of thing. I had no idea of the complexity of turning up a streaming video service.
Sure.
It's there are a lot of,
Which is what you guys are working towards.
well, because and programmers or those who own the content are very wary of allowing people to stream their service, what they would call the internet. It's not the internet per se, but it does use the same technologies. And so there are a lot of safeguards and special technologies that are used to secure the content. So we're getting close. We're hoping to see our app that we will be submitting to the Play Store and to Amazon and to Google for review and approval. We have a few more technical things to resolve with our provider who's helping us provide this service, and then we hope to be soft launching it, before the holidays, and we're
Wow.
actually hoping to roll it out before the holidays. But you never know when you're in software development what can happen.
What kind of hiccups there can
Yep,
be.
but it's going to be exciting because it's going to change the way people watch video. It's going to get rid of set-top boxes completely. So it's Amazon
So
Fire
you're gonna have to
Sticks.
figure out where to put the box.
No set-top box. It's if you have a smart TV, you just download the app like you would on Netflix or any other app to watch
Sure.
video, or a streaming device. And the software is really built best to be supported on Amazon Fire Sticks or that Fire TV series of devices, as well as the Apple TV. This would be a good thing.
That's fantastic. What a great.
Everything is
Great
HD.
feature.
There's DVR in every home. You don't have to pay for those things.
You're not going to run out of space.
No, you're not going to run out. There's always more available. And the other thing that I took this opportunity to do was to pay very close attention to our channel lineup. And that's another part of the business that people don't understand and is very
complicated.
'Cause
And
it's all about-
expensive.
It's very expensive, and it's about contracts. And so taking the opportunity to shuffle that around in hopes to make it more affordable.
Right.
Because video is expensive. I mean, it just is. So
Yeah,
it's coming.
it's definitely changed. I just remember the days of being in college and whining about $13 a month for cable TV. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All for the
Times
good
have
old-
changed.
all for the good old days.
That just gives you an idea how old I really am. So streaming service is on its way, and it's going to be fantastic.
And that'll include PRTV 1, Channel 1, and Channel 2. And they will be on Channel 1 and Channel 2.
Very
And
cool.
so there won't be 4 channels anymore, SDHE. It's just Channel 1, Channel 2, and you'll find the local sports. And
Yeah.
we have like 100 and some local games. This year we've added Rosse, so we'll have a number of games up there.
Which is fantastic. Like, you cannot go to some other providers and be getting local sports. You guys actually go out and cover the games and broadcast them as they happen, which is
It's live.
phenomenal. That is the beauty of having a locally owned provider right here in Otter Tail County.
Yep, and then they're always replayed throughout the week and beyond, so people have the opportunity to catch them. And with their DVR service now, they can record
You don't
them.
even have to be home.
No,
You could be
don't have
at
to be
somebody
home.
else's game and
Yeah.
come home and watch the game. How fun for the kids, grandkids, the parents, the whole community. You can catch so much in local sports.
And one of the other most popular programs is Craig Olson Sports.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the first,
He's so entertaining.
He is very entertaining. Out of socials, we encourage you to stop by, catch it live, listen to him interview the coaches and the athletes themselves. It's a very popular program. A lot of people tune in and watch that show.
Yep. It's been pretty fun to be out at socials too when it happens
Yeah.
too. So that's a very popular sport, and a very popular sports show. Craig
Yeah.
Olson does a great job, and again, we want to thank you guys here for providing Craig Olson Sports and this opportunity for us to show off what's in Fergus Falls, as well as the live sports and now all the different new features that you're providing customers, whether it's the streaming that's coming soon, the tech home that's going to keep their information, their data, their identity, and all those different things safe. keep the kiddos safe too on that.
Keep the kiddos safe.
Yeah. Anything else we should touch on today? Gosh, Dave,
so. I think
we've
it's
covered
enough.
a lot. That's a lot of stuff.
There's more in the works.
There's a lot going
but
on.
There's more in the works, but we're not there yet.
Yeah. You'll be the first to know when you tune
Yes, you
in,
will.
right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for everything that you guys do for the community. I know we wrapped up a great summer of movies in the park. That's something that I think so many people enjoy. So again, thank you for hosting that.
You're welcome, and we're very happy to be here to serve the people of Fergus Falls and the greater Otter Tail County area.
Fantastic. All right. Well, we'll be back after a short break.
From our earliest moments
To how we live.
how we work,
and how we play.
we move forward.
And though sometimes we go forward alone, community means pushing forward together.
We're stronger together.
Together we celebrate our wins
And accept our losses.
But together we can make life more beautiful.
Than it already is.
Join us and inform, unite, and excite our community.
Well, we've had a great show here today. I want to thank our guest today, Dave Pawlowski with Otter Tail Telcom and Park Region Telephone, and Natalie Remund with Multi-Business Solutions for joining us here on the show. We are just so grateful that we get to feature our chamber members here on our show, Find It in Fergus Falls. Speaking of chamber members, I do want to roll off of what Dave said. I want to give everyone a big thank you for making the Outer Space Open, the Chamber's annual Golf Scramble fundraiser tournament. I'm going to give you all a huge thank you and a big round of applause. We had a whole lot of fun out at Pebble Lake Golf Course. We had great sponsors out on the course, super volunteers, just a really great time. And again, congratulations to Newman Signs winning first place, to Pemberton Law for coming in second, and to Lake Region Healthcare for their third place finish. Make a note on your calendar, August 21st of 2020 will be next year's Golf Scramble. Of course, if you want to find out more details about that event, about the Taste of Fergus Falls that's coming up, tickets going on sale soon, or of any other activities, including the QuickBooks training, go to fergusfalls.com and click on the events calendar. I'm Lisa Workman. This has been Find It in Fergus Falls. We'll see you again next week.